did a lot of bracketing stuff. I was using a K-01 with the 10-17mm fisheye lens exclusively. Pretty fun lens to use. Super wide, even on APS-C cameras, and it has the fisheye effect, which is the kind of distortion look to it. So I'm going to show you some of the photos I disliked, some that I liked, and just talk about the whole area a little bit. This one I didn't like too much. Framing, I don't like how the background is not somewhat straight. You've got the one side lower than the other side, horizon line type of thing. Of course, it's got quite a bit of distortion, but not too bad. That was at 17mm, which is the least distortion visible focal length. Next one here, this one again, the background line is not straight. I don't like it too much like that. Also, the focus looks to be off for whatever reason. Looks like it was front focused significantly. This one here, there's some type of bird or something. It could easily be removed, but I don't like the photo that much in general. Again, with this line back here, it's not as straight as I would want it. That could be fixed somewhat easily, especially in Adobe Camera Raw, but just one I didn't like too much. This one here, it's not too exciting. The skies are nice, but not one of my favorites. This one here again, background is not straight, and there just isn't too much interest in the photo. Lots of water. The sky is kind of interesting looking, but that could be improved. So let's go to the kind of mid-range ones. We went to two spots. One was far down, or far north, and then we went further south, where you could see more of the city, which is actually right here, I believe. Might be a little bit further down. This one's kind of interesting. Got a few people, but it's more of a rustic, or a lot more bush and things like that in the foreground. This one here, I like the strange curves that are produced by the fisheye effect. That was 10mm. It's actually not as distorted as I would expect it to be in that situation. So in here you've got the strong cement structures, things like that. Some of the buildings in the background, it's kind of average. Another average type of photo, some boats and things. Some of the buildings and such. This one here was kind of cool. The lines are straighter. A little bit of the structures on the one side. A few boats and things. Of course, lots of water. But the lines are significantly more pleasing than the previous photo like that. So here's some of the better ones that I thought were more interesting. 10mm focal length. You got the distortion effect going, and this area right where the water is kind of nice. There was a significant drop from right there, so I didn't want to go. Honestly, I didn't want to go too close to the edge. A little scary. I'm not exactly the best swimmer around. I might be able to save my life swimming, but that's probably about it. This one is interesting. Again, with these cement structures. I'm not sure what their real purpose is. Probably to avoid any waves or whatever that might come in if the tide is really high. There's another one with the first area we went to. Nice lines are pretty straight, they feel good. And then you've got the super distorted look to it with the 10mm. Here's one of my friend with his Sony NEX camera doing some multiple exposures, bracketing. I just took a picture of him there. Pretty neat picture with that. I'm sure with this one I was trying to emphasize the effect of fisheye as much as possible. This is a general landscape. That was at 7, no, that was actually at 10 millimeters, but not too much distortion visible, so pretty nice. There's a plane or something up there. Last one of the group, more of the buildings from Chicago, again with the photographer. So that's about it. If you're in the area, I'd suggest checking that out. Great views of the city skyline. I'd also suggest trying out more of a telephoto lens in that situation, because you can get more of the buildings and get that real city look from a location like that, or somewhere somewhat close, to get more of a unique look to it without too much foreground with a super wide lens. So that's it. K-01 10-17mm Fisheye in Chicago. Thanks.